Hi, and welcome back to Lizard Studios. Today you are going to finish your paper sculpture inspired by David Smith's The Forest. Okay? Today we're going to talk about shapes and we are going to finish this and have it ready to show everyone. Alright? So let's get started by getting our materials on the table. Today you are going to need, just like last week, all the cardboard that you had left last week. We're going to use it again today. You're going to need your paper sculpture. You're going to need scissors, little scissors for you guys and big scissors for me, and a pencil and a glue stick. Okay? So let's talk about David Smith's The Forest. Well, in this picture you see that there's long stems going up in the air, and at the top of that sculpture there's kind of triangle leaves going up and making like the top of the trees. Okay, today we're going to make something similar. We're going to invent, we're going to use our imagination, and we are going to create abstract trees. Okay, so we're going to be doing something alike. All right, so let's get started and let's begin cutting. Okay, I'm going to put my sculpture right here and I'm going to put my paper right here to show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so last time we had, for example, pieces of paper that still had different shapes on them. We're going to use those this week. Okay, we are going to cut them really thin and then we're going to cut another one straight. Okay, if you don't have them, you could also make them. Okay, now this one, for example, has this edge, so I am going to cut straight here. All right, see? And I am going to cut another one. So I have two. Okay, now I already used purple and this one, and I'm going to use some yellow as well, and I'm going to make this yellow the long way. I'm going to cut a thin one. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a wavy one. Why not? So you take your pencil. If you don't have a wavy line, I'm going to make it a long wavy line. Okay, just like that. Why not? Use your imagination. Okay, you need to be creative. So now I have here, now I have another yellow. And I'm going to use some blue also, because last time I used blue, now I'm going to use some blue. So I am going to cut out a long way, why not? Cut out a thin blue. And now I'm going to make a long zigzag line. Alright, and now I am going to have these here. Am I missing any? No, I think I have the colors that I need. Okay, so now look what I'm going to do. With these lines, I'm going to make like the top of the trees. Alright, so what I do is I fold my strips of paper like this in half, you see? You see how I folded it in half like this? And I'm going to take glue. You see the glue stick? Well, I'm going to take glue and put a little bit of glue underneath. And look what I'm going to do. I'm going to tap a little bit and I am going to glue it to another piece at the top, and then I'm going to make a tab right here. I'm going to put glue in the inside. You need to hold it for 10 seconds, and I am going to tap at the top. So now I'm making here like kind of a tree, as you see from the front. You see? Now, I'm going to take the same one and I'm going to do the same on all the trees, okay? I'm going to fold at the top, right here like this, and then I am going to make the top of the trees. These are magical trees in different colors. I'm going to put glue on the tab. I'm going to put glue on the tab. And what I'm doing is just making the top of the tree the same color as the bottom. Here and there we go. This one's gonna go kind of to the side, but it's okay. All right, and I'm gonna continue doing this all over the sculpture, so just watch. Okay, and now we have finished the top of the trees as you see here. I want this one to come a little bit this way, so I'm gonna put it like that. Okay, now, what is the next thing that we need to do? Well, we need to put our paper here, our sculpture is coming out beautiful. And what I'm gonna do is, I am going to start making different shapes. For example, out of the corner of the paper, okay, you could take, I always use the corners because I don't like to waste paper. So I'm just gonna make two. Like here we have triangles. I'm gonna fold this in half, like this. And what I'm gonna do is, you see that we have a corner here and a corner here, guys? You see that? Well, I am going to cut this way to make two triangles. All right? So now I have two triangles. Out of these two triangles, I am going to make two flowers. How? Well, I am going to take some yellow paper and it doesn't have to be triangles. I mean, you could make any shape you want. But from here, I am going to make two triangles more, smaller, you see? And I am going to glue those right here in the middle. And these are going to be my flowers because it's abstract. So I could just make believe that these are flowers. And I am going to glue them now to a place where, see, to a part where there's no glue. So to another tree that is of another color. All right, so for example, in this purple one, in this red one, you see that? Okay, so like that we have a flower here, we have another flower here. I'm going to take also red and I'm going to start making different types of flowers. Now I'm going to make two circles and these could be big, okay? All you need to do is save your cardboard, they wouldn't waste materials. So fold it in half, okay? You could draw a big circle, guys, big circle like this, big circle, and cut that big circle. All right, and now what you can do is take another color, for example, purple, and make two other big small circles. Just take a corner like this. Fold it in half, you draw your circle and you cut. You can even take black paper and now we add a little bit of black paper. I'm gonna make rectangle, well, square flowers out of this one. I'm gonna make a few. And now what I'm going to do with these black ones is I'm just going to take all these little pieces that I have left over and I'm going to use them, okay? And I'm going to make the middle of the leaves from these little pieces. I'm just going to glue them on them. And like it's abstract, guys, that means, we're trying to get inspired by a forest, but it doesn't really have to look like a forest. It could just look like anything you want, but we're trying to get inspired by that, okay? So look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put some glue and I'm gonna glue all these papers together to make it look really nice on top of the black. And it's like a weird type of flower, okay? A strange type of flower, but nice. So we're gonna put it there. Put some more here, make some more. Okay, and you want to make sure that you have flowers looking everywhere, because look at what happens. Right here, I know that you can see the flowers, okay? And they're right there and they're looking at you, right? But if you turn it around, I have no flowers looking at me. And like this is a sculpture, it has to be three-dimensional. We want to walk around it. So now you make flowers for the back of the sculpture also, okay? I'm gonna put some in the back of the sculpture. Okay, and now I'm happy with that because I have flowers all over. Now as I turn the sculpture, I could see different types of flowers. See, all over the sculpture. Now we have finished the sculpture, and remember the first thing, let's go over everything that we have done, okay? So you can remember. The first thing that we did in the last class was we went over lines and we cut up lines and we glued them to make the base of our forest, okay? Our forest inspired by David Smith. Then what we did was we finished the top of the forest by cutting more lines and gluing it like if it was the top of a tree, okay? And then we added different shapes of flowers, circles, squares, triangles. You can make rectangles, you can make hearts, you can make actual flowers. You can make any shape that you want, okay, on your sculpture, because you are the artist and you have your own imagination and you will see where you want your forest to go, okay? So boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this class. I hope your sculpture came out beautiful. I'm sure it did, because everyone is an artist and we all have our own style, so all the sculptures are going to be different. So I will see you next week. Have a good day and have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bye bye.